The round table.
Gentlemen,
Aye.
let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the round table.
Well, what's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Try the soup and get the salad.
If you try the soup, you gotta buy the soup, don't you?
All right.
Holden, you praying?
Yeah, everybody close their eyes for a guided meditation. So I know what I'm going to say right now. I know it and I say it. So you are a kid new to a town, getting to the high school, you're getting bullied at the high school, you don't know how to deal with it, so you go home, there's this old Asian fucking dude in the house next to you, right? And he's like, oh, I can teach you the fucking ways of the bonsai tree. And you fucking go over to his place, and he's like, clean my car. And you're like, fucking what?
Is this Karate Kid?
No,
Did I just ask?
it's a different movie.
Okay.
So anyways, he's like, wax my fucking car, right? So you're waxing his car, and you're making it all shiny. You work on that, and you're like, how is this teaching me how to fucking do moves, bro? And he's like, wait for it. And then he teaches you how to paint the house. You get more mad. You're like, my mom's getting raped by a gang of high school kids next door, and you're not teaching me fucking how to kick straight. And then he's like, okay, finally, he takes you in a room. He's like, this is how to do all the moves now, because you learned all this other stuff. It's going to teach you stuff later, right? And then he takes your pants off. He starts beating you off. And you're like, what? And then you come, like, against your will you come, you know? And he's like, I fucking fooled you, dude. Everyone open your eyes. You're at the round table of gentlemen.
All right, so it wasn't Karate Kid.
It was reverse Gran Torino, right? That's
Yeah.
what it was?
It was reverse Gran Torino. Louis Cat's got it.
All right, so this is the round table of gentlemen. Jackie Zebrowski is not here, but I'm so honored. This guest, I love her last name so much that I have to look it up in my notes. Maria Wojciechowski.
Ooh, close.
Wojciechowski.
Wojciechowski.
Maria Wojciechowski.
You like turned it Native American at some point.
I don't know. I like the last name.
You were bragging before the show started how you would never
you're
mess
like,
it up.
it's so
and shit.
Wisconsin.
And then you're like, yeah, why'd you brag about it if you knew it was going to be like,
Look what happened to Ronda Rousey.
Wow.
So she was really cocky. She got knocked out. So I sort of got knocked out there, too.
Yeah, you're fine, though.
Wojciechowski.
It's the same thing.
Wojciechowski.
Same thing that happened to Tyson, man. You go to that foreign land, you're cocky, you're fucking hanging out with all the crazy. I'm sure she was banging a bunch of fit Australian men while she was out there.
You think Ronda Rousey was?
Why not? You're out there. What do you think Tyson was doing in Japan right before Buster Douglas knocked his face off?
Banging a bunch of Australian men?
She talks about it. She's like, I got to fuck all the time before my matches.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
That's her thing. She's like, you got to get it out of you. You fuck
What do you
all
mean
the
you gotta
time.
get it out of you?
You're jittery if you don't fuck
I've heard
all
the
the time.
reverse, though. You've heard the reverse, right?
Yeah,
Usually you're supposed to not
they
fuck.
normally said the reverse
Football
for like
coach wouldn't
guys
let
and
us
stuff.
fuck.
Yeah, but
Really?
apparently,
Yeah.
according
How
to
did he know?
science, it's supposed to be the opposite shit.
Yeah, let's get back to this
Football
sexual
coach.
problem of your football. He wouldn't let you bone zone before a game?
He told us not to.
And then you took that
Is
advice?
this high school or college?
High school. Yeah.
I don't know if college or if high school football teachers or coaches need to be discussing such
I
things.
agree.
He said don't do it.
But that's the thing.
I mean, if that's,
It's-
you can't, get mad at it. I mean, he said don't.
It's old science. I remember, like back in Florida, it was a thing like you ran track and you did football, whatever. They're like, you're not allowed to drink water during practice.
Right,
then
right.
a bunch of kids started dying.
Yep.
Everybody was dying.
That's what my coach was like.
That's great.
I wonder if in high school they just want you to stay focused on the game,
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, maybe.
you know,
Well,
and
you
not have a
can't focus
girlfriend.
if you're full of sexual
Well,
desire.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, you're here.
I'm Ed Larson.
I don't want to. I'm so done
Hey, it's Eddie.
Bang, I'm the cops.
I'll tell you what, a coach never told me not to fuck because I didn't play a sport. I certainly wasn't fucking. High school was a lonely, sad time for me, sitting in my room, calling people, not getting answers. It was a lot easier for them to ignore your phone call because they had caller ID, but you didn't have like a situation where they had the cell phone like they always were around us. They could be like, oh, I was at the movies away from you. Oh, I was having fun away from you.
Sad life, Holden. Sad life.
Well, hey, knock, knock, fucking who's goddamn at the door?
Who's there?
Holdenators, oh, shut your asses up. Everybody shut your fucking ass. I think I got some shout outs today, yeah. PlayStation Network shout outs. We got Ghost of David's a fucking shithead. Spam _ chips is an autistic chuckle fuck. And Ricky Poop 333 shout fuck Tony V. Is what I wrote there. Shout fuck Tony V. I don't know what
he likes Tony V.
Oh, okay. He says for me to say fuck Tony V.
Yeah, because Tony
what
V's
if
a
Tony
piece
V's
of
my
shit.
fucking boy?
I know.
What if he's the one with the Molly?
With the money.
I need Molly immediately.
He's got them fucking lamps.
Yeah.
How's the TV show going, Kev?
Oh, it's great. Moving real quick. Got a bunch of money. You know, today I was sitting in my house, right? And my girl,
big house. You moved up?
No, I'm still in the same house. You know, I'm not fucking crazy. I'm being reasonable.
You live so like modestly. It's
I know.
aggravating.
I buy horrible, shitty drinks.
You have a twin bed, right?
Yeah.
And you've got wood paneling walls.
Wood paneling walls. I don't got enough pillows.
And isn't your mattress on the floor?
It's on the floor. My mattress is still on
You
the
have a
floor.
twin mattress on the floor and
Yeah.
2 TV shows? Fuck
It is all deformed and shit. But
Living like
I
old
do
dirty
shit like
bastard.
this. I do shit like this though, because it's funny to me. Today, right? I was sitting there, and my bitch is sitting there next to me. And she working on her bullshit, right, on her computer. I was like, yo, I'm leaving. She's like, all right. I call this Uber, right? I was going to GameStop. It's only a 20-minute walk or 2 stops on a train. I was like, I'm taking an Uber to GameStop, bitch. And Uber came. I took it to GameStop, full of traffic. Took longer than it would have taken to walk. I get to GameStop. I was like, nigga, you wait here. I'm going inside. He's like, you want me to shut the meter off? I'm like, fucking keep the meter on. And I went into GameStop. I bought Star Wars Battlefront. I went home and I played it. And guess what? It wasn't that good.
Damn, that's a lot of money for a shitty game.
Yeah, no, it wasn't worth it at all.
That's fine. Have you played? Has everybody played Fallout? By the way, Louis Katz is here.
Hello.
How are you, Louis?
I'm good.
And people can find your album, and everyone should listen to your comedy. You're amazingly hilarious. Where can people find the album? Let's plug it up top.
iTunes, Amazon. It's called If These Balls Could Talk. Listen to it.
I love
That's
it.
great.
You just recorded a new one.
I just recorded a new one. I'm looking for a title. Maybe I'm going to call it Asphyxiated.
Oh, I like that. Stay in the area.
Yeah.
It's all kind of fun.
It's all crotch-based humor. Front crotch, back crotch, all the crotches.
I can't wait for your Taint album. It's going to be huge.
Taint misbehaving.
Oh, my God. That's good. But he is. I love it. Fallout 4, is it a good video game?
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
fun.
It's the best.
I haven't played
Why
it
didn't
yet.
you get it, Kev?
It's too much time. That's
Yeah,
one of them things
I've
you
put
gotta
like
put in,
40, 50 hours in like
Yeah.
a week and a half.
And
You got to
barely-
put in like a couple hundred hours. I read something that's like it's a couple hundred hours
Jesus.
to
Easily.
achieve what you need in the game.
Yeah,
Like, it's
easily.
nuts.
Wow.
Can't do it.
Maria, you play video games?
No.
I don't
Good for
either.
you.
Eddie, you don't?
I hate him.
Ed
Marcus
hates-
loves them, and Holden
Yeah.
loves them. Kevin loves them. Louis, your thoughts?
I like them. I don't love them. I don't play them regularly, but I respect them.
Yeah, I think I can get down with people who love them, but
If you're with a guy, he has no talent whatsoever, but he's very good at Fallout 4 and Mortal Kombat, is that a turn on?
oh, absolutely.
I better start practicing.
all the ladies say that.
Tens of dudes just came on their iPhones.
Oh, so happy. So thrilled. No, you're not. You are not alone. Your mother isn't not the only woman that will love you. Maria Wojciechowski.
Right?
Kowski.
Wojciechowski.
Wojciechowski.
It's like the most intuitive way. Like if you imagine how her name would be, that's how it is. That's
You
how
know
I
what
keep
you're
thinking.
thinking? You know why you're doing that is because there's a lot of the like guy who played for Duke was Wojciechowski, but was also the same last name.
I thought it was because I'm drunk and untalented.
No, you're very talented.
Ben, you're super talented.
Thank you, and always drunk. Let's see. Should we do a news story, Ed? What do you think?
I don't know.
Ed doesn't know.
Ed doesn't know. I mean,
What's not news? Like history? Maybe we'll do a history tale.
Eddie, is there something that you really want to get off your chest right now?
I mean, you're talking about history.
No one really was.
I was talking about Civil War. Where are we at? Sherman marching through the South, burning everything down like the fuck that he is.
Gettysburg, 300,000 people, 3 days. What's that like? That's a big puddle of fucking nuts.
Hell yeah, dude. Gettysburg, man. Let's talk about the Civil War. Fucking Abe Lincoln, you know what he said about Grant? He said, if Grant's a fucking drunk whiskey fuck, then send whiskey to all the boys. Because he's the one winning the war.
I love that in the movie Lincoln. Kevin, your thoughts on the Civil War? Pro-South?
Well, I'll tell you
North? I don't know.
Hey, but speaking of old shit, man, I just thought of this, right?
If you say my name, I'm going to be upset.
No, man. You're better than that.
Thank you.
I'm better than that. We're better than that.
Thank you.
Sweater's terrible, though. Goofy as shit.
I like it.
I think
bothers
it's
me.
fine.
I don't like it. Anyway, so I was talking about some shit that happened to me before. So remember when Batman was a game on Nintendo and I had it? And one time somebody put it on the stove and then like it burned the whole it burned like a circle and then the whole like cartridge and it was fucking deep, like a couple centimeters deep, and then it still worked.
Wow. That's amazing.
So it was all decorative, man.
That is a miracle.
It's totally a miracle.
I want y'all to know that.
I wanted to know that.
I love it too. I really saw it in my head.
I didn't even wrap my head around that.
Yeah, that's like what Hanukkah, Eddie. You're sort of Jewish. What was the deal there? It was the oil that lasted multiple days.
Mm-hmm.
This is bigger. Kevin's story is bigger than that.
Basically, I never played my Nintendo. My father would always play my Nintendo. He was great at it. And it was like baseball or Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and on a regular basis, he would just sit there and curse and then break my Nintendo. And he would come home the next day with a new Nintendo and he'd put it there. And then like he used to like break my controllers all the time. Just like, and I never got to play it. Like I just sat there like watched him curse, and like I learned great words like cunt sucker. And
I've never heard that combo. That's the first
that's
time
actually
hearing that
good.
combo.
I don't like
That's
the
really
first
good.
part, but then the second part kind of makes
It
it
just kind
okay.
of sounds nice.
Cunt sucker's good. Man.
yeah.
Some women very much
He beat
enjoy
the
that.
shit out of Tyson though all the time.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, he
That's
was
really hard to do, dude.
No, he would. Sandman gave him trouble, but
All of it's hard. Yeah.
I never got past
By the
Soda
way,
Popinski.
Yeah.
I just realized, is Sandman a racist character?
What are you
They're all
talking
racist.
about? He's
The whole
black.
the whole thing is racist.
Soda Popinski, I guess he's a drunken, Ukrainian or something?
No, he's a
Honda-
Russian.
Russian, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, he's a
Glass
Russian?
Joe is French.
E.
You
Honda's
know.
pretty funny.
I see.
Now that-
Yeah,
in
Don
retrospect.
Flamenco is
Yeah.
Italian. There's
Spain,
Spanish.
Spain.
Spanish,
Yeah.
yeah. Then there's the German. There's the Indian.
Von
wears the
Kaiser,
turban.
Von
Yeah.
Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah.
Von. Wow, it is racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
Fuck
single
yeah.
That was a beautiful time.
It was. You can just do it.
Yeah, you could just do it, and you wouldn't get in trouble. You're like, yeah, this is what they are.
Yeah, it was like, what was the Great Tiger?
Whenever I gargle mouthwash, I sing his theme song. That's my gargling thing. That's my gargling thing.
God.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Whenever I run across the street when I shouldn't, I sing the Notre Dame song in my head. How's it go again? I forgot. I'm not running across the street.
Yeah, I don't think you run a lot, Ed. Oh, my God.
Ed with the goodie there.
Yep.
The little wraparound.
All right, classic.
Again, I was in Notre Dame 2 weeks ago.
How'd it go?
And I chose not to comment what you said, but I could have added valuable commentary.
Well, then, Kevin, then you got to comment.
Was that the gig where you bombed in front of like a stadium of people?
No. Oh, that show went great. Actually, it went great. You talking about the article from UMD?
No. The
Oh,
one
that
where you
article,
posted that there was like 1,000 people there.
I just said that I bombed. I say that sometimes. It went great.
The article was fun, though.
The article was
really
really
I don't
fun.
care about the
article was great.
story.
No,
What happened with
but
the article?
This Wednesday, I had one of the worst bombs I've ever had in my entire life. I wanted like it was me and this. It was a SUNY Old Westbury or something like that, and I had an opener, and this guy the school booked. I don't want to say his name because he was very nice, but it was incredible what happened.
If a comedian calls another comedian nice, that means they're a total jerk off.
Oh,
Well,
this
they're
is
just not
amazing.
funny. is
No,
what it
they're
means.
not
It means
funny.
they're nice. They're just not funny.
Yeah. So I get there, right? Well, I'm on the way there, and they're telling me, they're like, I'm like on the way there. I'm like running a little bit late because I was like, coming from somewhere else. So I'm running late. I'm calling a chick, and she's like, oh yeah, no, it's all good. Just so you know, we're having a blackout for Missouri, and we're having a vigil for
my God.
Paris right before the show.
Perfect. What a lead-in. Good God.
Good. You're doing an hour?
Yeah, so I'm on the way.
We're going to line up all the shoes of the Holocaust victims, and people will really understand the travesty and the pain of that event.
Please talk about Paris.
Yes, why not?
This is what I hear on the way there when I'm like kind of back where I might be a little bit late, right? I get there, they're like, apparently it's still going on, because all the students that were at that were supposed to come to the show, and they're like, apparently it's still going on. It's going much later than we think. So this is a theater that seats maybe 400. It's about 15 people in there scattered. They're just spread throughout the thing.
Scattered, yeah.
And the thing is still going on the whole time. So she's just like, all right, we're just gonna start. So this guy goes up. And God, I wish I could say his name, but I don't want to say it.
We wouldn't
one
know
of
him,
the
right? He's
funniest
a college
names.
student, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to say it on a. No, he wasn't a college student. He's a guy who's been doing comedy for like 12 years. And I don't want to say the name on the podcast and whatever, but he's telling me
Louis
before
CK.
the show.
Louis C.K. opened up for you. Wow.
He's telling me before the show, he's like, every achievement he's ever had. He's like, dude, like, I opened for Steve Harvey.
Yes.
And, he was being real Hollywood, but, it's whatever. And, I got really far in Yo Mama recently. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, Yo Mama, like, I was like, oh, shit, they have a new season. This shit ended in 2007. And he's telling me how
Mama
far.
ended that late?
Yeah, it was 2007. He's telling me how far. It went 2 seasons. He's telling me how far he went in Yo Mama. And he's like, yeah, man, and then, and he was saying this shit as if it was shit I knew about. He's like, and then, like the McDonald's gospel comedy contest came around. I was like,
The McDonald's gospel comedy contest.
yeah, and he apparently did real well with that. So he starts telling me that he's like a gospel comedian, and he goes and he just does all these church gigs, and apparently
Like a singer or just
he just like is
Church
like
cleans,
religious
like the whole
comedian. So he goes up.
I bet he makes bank.
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
that.
No,
Tons
he's
of
probably
money.
killing. So he goes up, and it's just like it's going bad. Like he's just.
but there's 15 people in the
There's
crowd.
15 people in the crowd, but like you don't understand when I say bad. It's fucking bad.
I have to
like
understand.
yelling at
So what was it? Was it Christian content? And
One of
super
his jokes.
conservative
One
or
of his
something?
jokes. I'm literally in the back just dying as he's up. No one's laughing at shit that he's saying. One of his jokes is like he's like, man, I feel like heaven's gonna have good Wi-Fi because they got unlimited cloud space.
You know what? I like him. That's a funny joke. It's a funny tweet.
He's
and I
taking
really,
risks.
You should have been opening up for him,
People
Kevin.
start booing him.
No way!
15 people.
They start booing him, and I'm back there like, what? Jesus Christ!
What school is this?
SUNY Old Westbury.
Okay.
And they start
my
booing him, and I'm like fucking in the back, like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck? And as I'm watching, a fucking dude from the crowd rushes the stage and grabs the mic out of his hand. What? And just starts shitting on him.
What?
Was the man funny?
He was funny.
Oh my
He's just shitting on the guy.
You should have
my
came out and
God.
said that he opens for you now. And like sent the other guy home with no money.
And he's doing all these church jokes the whole time, and this guy's trying to shit on him. He's still trying to be clean and nice. And as I'm watching this from backstage, I looked at the ground. I noticed that he carried a bag on stage, and I didn't think anything of it when he carried the bag on stage. But as I'm looking, I realized the bag had like fell off of the chair, and an Elmo mask spilled out of the bag.
That's his closer.
That was his closer. It was the Elmo mask. And I was just I was like hoping to God I
Did he
could
make it
see
to
what that was for.
But what, they boot him off stage?
Literally, this guy is on stage making fun of him with the microphone.
Oh, my
He was
God.
supposed to do 30. This is at minute 7.
Was it the guy?
Oh my gosh.
And this
Was
goes.
the guy who took the microphone bigger than him?
No, that was the crazy thing. It was a kid, some kid probably like 18, 19. And so that goes on for like, that's at minute 7. This goes on for 2 or 3 minutes and this kid's shitting on him. And then he just leaves.
Kid or
No, the
comic?
comedian.
Wow.
And what about did the kid bring you up? What happened?
I just had to go up.
So what happened next? How did they even get that kid off the stage?
He just, the kid just had his fill.
Yeah, his job was done,
And
I
he
guess.
left, yeah.
Just got bored.
Was he a good audience member for you?
No, it went horribly.
All right, we got to get to a news story. I'm sorry, Marcus. I take too long.
Pageant judges have crowned a new winner of Zimbabwe's 4th annual Mr. Ugly contest, upsetting supporters of the crowd favorite and prompting attempting rioting at the event. Judges on Saturday chose 42-year-old Mizan Sere, citing his numerous missing front teeth and a wide range of grotesque facial expressions over William Masvinu, who had held the title since 2012.
Whoa. This is so much better than a beauty contest.
Oh, absolutely.
We got pictures?
Yeah, of course we have pictures. Yeah.
Wonderful.
This is the man who won.
He's ugly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is the reigning champion.
He looks normal.
Ugly. He's
He
not
kind of
as
looks
ugly.
like a pug.
He does look like a pug.
I think there's a certain problem with this dude's self-identity. I mean, the other guy is obviously unattractive, but he's
If you're
actually
the
normal.
ugliest guy in Zimbabwe, you're fucking. If you're the second ugliest, no one's touching you.
That's a good point.
Exactly. Well, this
Be the best. Be the best.
This is the former reigning champion's argument. He said, "I am naturally ugly." He is not. He is ugly only when he opens his mouth. We have to lose our teeth to win? This is cheating.
Sort of a steroid type thing, but for the ugly contest.
I hear him. I know what he's saying.
I know, but the fact that he doesn't have teeth makes him extremely
Yeah,
ugly.
You know what I
that's
do?
a technicality.
I love this though. Like, isn't it nice to embrace ugly and reward ugly? It's better than beauty. Like, if you were like John, I love John Waters for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
He always embraced grotesque. Yeah. I think as a culture, get rid of beauty contests. We need the ugliest person in America contest.
Well, beauty is kind of the same too.
Yeah.
It's just like symmetry. So you get
That's true.
Like if you look at magazines, it doesn't matter what race anybody is; they all look the same.
Right.
You like all the girls on the cover.
So do you think all ugly people look the same? Is there a definitive ugly look?
No.
That's
Chaos
not-
reigns.
Yeah. See, ugly, like, I mean, you guys know the concept of ugly hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Every ugly hot girl looks completely different. But
Ugly hot a hugly or
Yeah,
something?
what
Break
is
it
ugly
down.
hot?
Break it down.
ugly hot is a girl that has unconventional features. Like, she doesn't really have the symmetry that she was talking about. But
she's
there's
still real fucking sexy.
But
It
there's
sends off
something-
the
yeah.
vibe.
Isn't that just a butterface, really?
It's not
really,
about
no.
butterface.
Sometimes they can have a hot face and a horrible
Yeah,
body,
their body
but they
can be
send off the
terrible.
energy.
Give us an
Hot
example.
face and ugly and a busted body is not going to be
Like,
ugly hot.
I'll have to think about for a
Ruza
second.
Bulk.
Like
Yes, Faruza Balk, definitely.
Hot
Well,
as fuck.
Yeah.
Who's that?
She was in The Craft.
Well, let's get her.
She
Let's
went
get
with
her.
the mouth.
Oh, she's fun as hell, man. She's hot as fuck.
No, but she is a little bit out of the Hollywood
Yeah,
mainstream.
it's like she's got.
Oh, who wants that garbage?
Exactly.
She's hot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
she's,
she's
but
hot,
that's what I'm
man.
talking about with like ugly hots. That
She's not
I mean,
ugly, man.
But look
Oh,
at
man,
that.
Look at that mouth.
But look at this.
She's got a
Look,
20-pound
yeah.
mouth.
All right, that's a lot of gums.
That's a good
lot of
pound
gums.
mouth.
I don't know.
It's just
I'm
more
feeling
like
it,
a
man.
unique look
Oh,
as
hell
opposed
yeah.
to like a generic symmetrical.
That's
like
just
you
my
know how
shit,
like
then. That's what I'm
Shannon,
into.
Right.
like you know how Shannon Doherty, that one eye is like super higher
Yeah.
than the other one. It's kind of like that.
Oh, so that's just what I'm into. I think it's just what my kind of
Right,
thing.
we're talking.
You'd love the Toxic Avenger if that's what you're into. You couldn't get enough of the guy. God, Louie, you taint misbehaving. Man.
Good name.
I like it. Holden, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, conventionally attractive people, there is something to be said about how it's kind of off-putting.
Yeah.
Like the model look isn't necessarily in real life. It doesn't translate to sexual attraction.
Absolutely not. They look great on paper. You get them in real life. It's
They
like,
look like paper.
They're little models look a little alien-y, I find.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
Weird.
freak me out, and they're
They're
weird.
too long and long.
Yeah.
Holden, you've had a lot of sex with models. What's the worst part about it?
Ooh, how dirty I can make them. And they let me do it, and I'm just like, why? You belong on the front page of a magazine, not filthy in the corner with filthy me.
God, you're gross.
Man. Just like brown.
What was the last
bags.
one's name?
The last one?
Yeah.
Which one? What do you mean?
The last model.
Last model you were banging.
Caroline?
Kennedy. Caroline Kennedy. Very nice. Marie, this is a good step in the right direction, isn't it? For feminism and things like that. Why are we judging people on beauty as opposed to ugliness?
I feel like it's a step in a direction, but not particularly the right direction.
Good, but a different step in a different direction.
It's like a lateral move
Yes, I
to
was
like
gonna
a
say
different
exactly that.
a different
Lateral
state
move.
of beauty. Because if you still find it beautiful and other people still don't look like her. So it's
Right.
just more of a it's just a lateral move, I would say.
People like a winner. Are we still talking about the ugly guys?
We're talking about just the idea of
here's-
an unattractive beauty contest.
Well, here's what the guys.
ugly dog contest is pretty famous. The
I
ugly
love
dog.
ugly dog.
Everyone
contest.
loves those.
Yeah.
They're so
I think the argument is more of judging people by their looks is the wrong idea, no matter what, if it's ugly or beautiful.
Well, the idea that that's ever going away or that should
Exactly.
go away is kind of insane. I
it's
think.
not going to
way
go
it's
away.
gonna go.
but
It's not
it
going
is-
away, and it shouldn't go away. You got to judge people on their physical appearance is a wonderful thing to do.
Well, Saray, the guy that actually won, he dismissed the critics as just, quote, sore losers as he pocketed the $500 in winnings.
$500.
No, dude, $500 in Zimbabwe?
Is a lot of fucking
That's
money.
a shit
Is it
ton of
dollars
money.
or Zimbabwe dollars?
No, that's in dollars, American dollars.
Zimbabwe
So how
dollars.
much is that?
By the
like,
time he leaves, it's worth like $5.
That's a year's rent.
You can sleep in one of the big shoe houses
Really?
for a night.
So the people in Zimbabwe sleep in sort of
For a
shoe-based
night,
homes.
if you have 500 fucking Zimbabwe lunkets, you can sleep in a Zimbabwe shoe house.
I hear they let you have fire too.
Isn't that nice?
I don't know. Holden, describe a Zimbabwe. You obviously know a lot about Zimbabwe. Describe a Zimbabwe lunch.
Oh, a Zimbabwe lunch?
Yeah.
That's going to be 9 fish eyeballs and the fucking just the top shitty part of the carrot.
Well, who gets the rest of the
Sounds
carrot?
good.
Who gets the rest of the carrot?
Give it to the dogs! They're all backwards there. They're like
Ugly
the Croatia
contest
of wherever the fuck Zimbabwe is.
You know what I learned? Hyenas are like 150 pounds.
And they make funny jokes.
No, they just laugh about it.
Yeah, they just laugh a lot.
But they would take over the whole all of Africa if they weren't so genetically horrible in the hind legs.
We have a guest here. George is with us. George, can you say who is the ugliest person on the round table? Who wins the prize? He's gay. He's from, he's not, he is from Puerto Rico, but now he lives in America, so he's got good taste.
Puerto Rico is America. You
It doesn't
politically-
matter. We talked about this on Top Hat. I'm over the whole goddamn thing.
It's a commonwealth.
It's the way that you worded that.
I'm not discussing it.
Political podcast.
Okay. Well,
Let's decide geographical.
America is what you
podcast.
wanted it to be.
Is Hawaii
George-
part of America?
Who?
Hawaii. Is that part of America?
If you got to take a plane to get there, it ain't.
I take a plane to get to North Carolina. So what does that mean?
All right. So
No. I don't think we're done with your fucking horribleness.
I wasn't. I know George. George and I are close.
How many stripes are on that flag, Kissel?
Count 'em.
49.
13.
No, that's
Original
stripe.
colonies.
No, that's the bad luck day.
There's 50. What is there? How many stripes are on there?
13.
You
13 for the
fucking
colonies.
jerk
Oh,
off.
you big fat monster. Your dad didn't care about you. He was busy playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He didn't love you at all. George, who's
How'd your
the...
dad feel about you?
He's a shithead. He didn't like me. He beat me a lot. George, who's the ugliest one of the round table? Come to the microphone.
Jesus, Ben.
I would drunkenly hit on all of y'all.
But it's Holden, right?
Thank God. I mean, somebody had to say it.
And the chat also agrees.
Dude, fucking Luke Molester 32 or fucking I love molesting 54.
Bearcock. Yeah.
They're all
And about me,
ingrates.
Callum says Marcus makes my wiener say hello.
Interesting.
Dennis Rader knocking on your front door. That is disgusting.
I don't even know what it means.
Dennis BTK, bind, torture, kill. He's a serial killer.
Well, further comments from the winner of this ugly contest. He said they should just accept that I am uglier than them. I hope to get a TV contract.
Yeah.
I already moved around schools performing and showcasing my ugliness. So this is a chance to make it on TV.
I love it.
Zimbabwean
I like
television.
I don't know about.
I feel
how
like the other guy's
Zimbabwe works.
uglier on the inside.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
do
like
they have a lot of reality shows in Zimbabwe? Is that what it is?
probably
They have some pretty good movies.
Oh, yeah?
All
Yeah.
of their TV shows is just videotape of rocks.
And the really good ones are just you just follow someone around for a while. That's a reality show.
I thought the previous winner was actually kind of castable. He'd look kind of cool as like a mafia thug or something like that. You know what I mean? He looks kind of tough.
I
thought
feel
it
like
was cool.
he would be a live action puppy.
Or that. That's the other way you could go with that.
He does
It's
look
either
like a puppy man.
thug or a puppy.
Yeah.
And by the way, there wasn't the rioting that happened. No one was injured, but there was a great deal of pushing and shoving as the results were announced, and insults were hurled at the judges. This is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's side bets. Maybe that's what's going on. People losing money.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually how these things go.
You know,
That's why people get
I
really
do love
upset.
the idea of them insulting each other, being like, "You're too beautiful."
Right. So, I mean, you lose via compliment.
Yeah.
In a strange way.
Here's what the Judge Abigail Matarinkia, this is her reasoning. She said Sere made tremendous effort to enhance his ugliness by pulling facial stunts. Mesh Vishnu thought he is so ugly that he didn't need to try hard. That cost him the crown.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's just like girls who, wax their upper lip versus the ones who don't, right?
Never wax it. Grow it. Whatever they put in a chia pet thing, put it on your upper lip. I love a good mustached woman.
Yeah, and this competition attracted a record number of 36 entries compared to just 5 in 2012 when Mas Vishnu began his winning streak. The competition was suspended in 2014 due to a lack of sponsorship. But this year, the owners of a string of Harare nightclubs donated $1,000 for the entire thing.
You know, the way that this is kind of a bizarre idea, an ugly beauty contest. Do you think they see that, like when they hear about like eating contests for Americans? Do you think they judge us like extremely harshly on obesity? They're like, they're so unhealthy and they get rewarded for slamming down 75 hot dogs. In 15 minutes. I mean, it's
most of those people aren't even American.
And the people who win are always little Japanese.
Joey Chestnut. He's the champion.
We've had an American hero for quite some time.
He's from Jersey. He learned from Chris
Kobayashi.
Christie.
I love when he got arrested going to confront him. That was the best.
Yeah. It must be strange for for countries that don't have the copious amounts of food to watch an eating contest, though, where people then obviously have to purge afterwards.
Oh, it's a big problem everywhere. Obesity is a huge epidemic, and in fact, our next story has exactly to do with obesity out of Russia.
Oh, they're getting bigger?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know vodka was so...
Yeah. The governor of the Kemerovo region of southwestern Siberia has promised free tons of coal to residents who suffer from obesity and commit to slimming down.
Isn't coal supposed to be given to you when you're bad?
Well, Tuliyev said he wished to replicate the United Arab Emirates' successful dieting drive called Your Weight in Gold. So the United Arab Emirates gives away gold while Russia gives you coal.
Well, it's just like fucking coal is like hot, and like if it's hotter, you'll sweat more. So we should be giving the fat people more coal.
Well, it's Siberia, so coal is a very valuable commodity.
Louis, what do you think about the Russians?
I like them.
All right.
You like the Russians? What do you like about them?
I was just in St. Petersburg, actually, in May.
What happened? Did you eat some cabbage?
I ate some cabbage. I did a show.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. I had a set in St. Petersburg.
They
for the
like
How
Russians.
did it go?
It was crazy. I went there. It was like a last-minute thing, kind of light crowd, 20 people. I do half an hour straight eating it like no laughs at all the whole time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Finally, I realize a guy up front speaks Russian and English. I give him a second mic. He starts translating my jokes line for line. Kill for half an hour after that with translation. So that's why I like the Russians.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So they
sound so patient.
Yeah.
So they just sat there for 30 minutes just listening to you talk and not understanding a single
Couldn't
word?
understand
That's what
what
I was like,
yeah,
wow,
Not at
that's
all. I
incredible.
think there's like kind of this thing where like they want to believe that they speak better English than they do, but they fucking don't, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
A Zimbabwe fountain drink is when a guy pisses into another guy's mouth. I've been holding on to that one. I had to finally say it.
What's a Russian fountain drink?
When a dude shoots so hard into another dude's mouth that it shoots out the back of his neck and he kills him.
That's a Kennedy, dude. You don't know shit.
Yeah, good point, Louis. You know history.
The magic bullet. The magic bullet.
Oh my God, you're stupid, Holden. Holden, how was your week?
It was town.
It was town?
It was
What?
town.
So town, is that a new slang
What's that
term?
mean?
My new slang term for
Oh
I'm
my
fucking sat at home, man.
mate.
God
Are you
damn.
just slowly becoming the character of Eastbound and Down, the friend?
Stewie, right?
Yeah, Stewie. Yeah.
Stevie.
Stevie.
Yeah.
We're gonna party like the fuck. Yeah. That's my favorite line from all of Eastbound and Down. Yeah, man. I sat at home, man. I was like, "Who's hanging?" And then everybody be like, and then I'd be like, "No," and I'd be like, "All right, I'll stay home." And then later on, everybody's like, "Oh, we're all hanging out now," but I'd already be home. Fucking
And the relationship?
mediocre. Nah, it's going
Mediocre?
great. Now we're crushing it.
It's
We're
always
nailing
been
it.
good.
Yeah, we're making food. We got a skillet up in the motherfucker. We got a big ass skillet.
Cast iron?
Oh!
I
I
gotta ask you. I was thinking about this the other day. We haven't heard about Mommy in a while. What's going on? Is things not been going as well?
You know what I'm saying? She has never listened to a podcast, thank God, right? But at the same time, if she did, and she would, she wouldn't know what to do, right? You know what I'm saying? And what I've been trying to say, my resolution for 2015 was know what to do.
Know what to do on this show.
Any time in life.
Just
At
always
any
just being
point.
sure.
How to not be arrested by the police officer.
That was your resolution 11 months ago.
Yes. And I'm
how is it
finally
going?
taking away at it. I went on a run this morning, Ben Kissel.
You did?
Sort of. I
How
ran
far'd you go?
a few blocks.
Okay, so tell me that you intentionally went on a rant as
little-
opposed to had to pee really bad and get back to your apartment.
No, but you do get a Dukem scare about 2 blocks into that easily.
Did you sing the Notre Dame theme song the whole time? The theme
I
song.
remembered it.
The fight Always
when I run across the street.
Notre Dame.
That's cool. That's going on in your head.
It's the
Again,
last
I was
song
there
here.
2 weeks ago, and good ad.
Valuable experience. God, so you ran 2 blocks, huh, Holden?
I ran to the river, which is about 5 blocks from my house.
And how sweaty were you?
Oh, big time. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. My main thing with working out, right? Because by working out, I mean running a few blocks a day.
And we all agree you have to start working out.
I'm shoving into these clothes. They're being squirrely on me. The clothes are like turning on me.
Yeah, your clothes have no ability to be squirrely.
Sabotaging me in the washing machine. I'm putting it on too hot or something in the washing machine.
Always cold, yeah.
Always cold
Always
now.
cold.
Yeah.
And, and then I'm getting out there, and also I'm sweating bullets everywhere I go.
You're big.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I'm
have to do
sick
with
of it.
weight.
Change.
I sweat everywhere. I'm not fat.
Yeah,
You-
but
you're
it's
very-
different. But
yeah.
that's why you're
Yeah.
thin. Him, it's just like a deformity.
It's
It's not even sweat. It's just ooze.
Kevin, you're saying?
No, it wasn't anyone. I'm just saying he's like the most consistently bad-looking person I've ever seen. Like, there's not a moment where he at least looked respectable.
You know,
and
since I've gained the weight, though, back in the day,
But a year and
I
a
had
half
a
ago.
line of broads out front of the club waiting to fucking look at my Johnson.
it's simply not true.
Holden did all right in college.
Yeah.
He did okay. So Kevin,
He
what
was
did-
so small. He was weird back then, though, too. He didn't have any hips, and his pants, his belt had nothing to snag, and his pants would always fall, even though, like, because you were too thin.
Yeah, I was slippery back then. I was good. Like, I was real. I was real. I'd guard the keg. You know, I'd be like, if you want this, you're gonna have to teach me a new trick.
Bearcock on the chat wants to know, Democrat or Republican?
Bearcock thinks I'm the ugliest man in this room, so Bearcock can fuck his own ass with his own cock.
But Democrat or Republican?
Bearcock is a Nazi sympathizer.
I heard that about
it.
Bearcock.
Yep, you heard it here first.
But Democrat or Republican? I'm curious.
Technically, I heard it
Atheist.
first somewhere else.
So you're a Republican. So Kevin, what advice would you give to Holden to lose some weight?
Advice to Holden to lose some weight. I mean, honestly, I think it's too late, man. It's like, I don't know what you can really do. Because that's the thing, at a certain point, like, it just becomes a part of you. Like, this is a part of you. Like, you've made it go to the point that is who you are. If you lose the fat, you probably die. I don't know how this shit
You've
works.
gone
Amy
full
Winehouse.
Ramus.
I got an elevator in my building, and I apologize to it every time I get on.
Why don't you walk the
Cyrus.
stairs?
An asshole.
There's apparently
Fifth
some
floor.
like miracle vitamin that's out now. Miley Cyrus takes it.
Real? I've been taking that vitamin D.
Wow, miracle.
Yeah, taking vitamin D pills every morning.
For what? Why?
Because you get depressed in the winter if you don't.
What?
My doctor told me that.
Less
Vitamin
sun.
D, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were making like a
Yeah, I thought you were.
joke.
That's what
what
I
I
No, no penis for me. I'm talking about a tiny little pill. You take one in the morning.
I take a lot of vitamin C, listen to that graduation song all the time.
Ooh. Maria,
Yes.
that was funny. I love the joke.
Oh, fuck off.
Keep in mind, I do love the joke. I love jokes, and I also love that joke about the in heaven with the clouds. Oh my God, that is funny.
The thing about that is that bombed, and then he followed it up with, and hell's Wi-Fi is gonna be speedy because they got a lot of hot spots.
I love that guy. God, he's funny.
Wait, so everyone's internet's great, is what he said.
Yeah,
no matter
Like,
what.
you're going to have some good-ass internet wherever you go.
and it was a commentary on equality.
So important. Okay, Marcus, maybe another story?
Yeah. Houston area police have arrested a man dubbed the Cookie Monster Robber, who is suspected in holdups at more than 30 fast food restaurants, often demanding that a cookie be handed over along with the cash.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's the Cookie Bandit.
I'm okay with this.
Cookie.
That's all that he demanded? There was no money?
Well, he got
money
that's-
and the cookie.
that money inside. Give me all your money and a cookie. 30 fast food restaurants before he got caught. Eugene Bradshaw, 24.
pretty good.
And
Was he stealing Otis Spunkmeyer?
if they
very
had
heavy,
Otis Spunkmeyer,
Love Otis. Louis, you ever have an Otis Spunkmeyer
know.
cookie?
I'm not
beautiful.
familiar with it.
Oh, they're a burger
they're
king.
the best. They're the best.
Really good.
Oh, so good.
Right up there, Mrs. Fields.
Yeah.
I say I'd go for an Otis over
Are
Fields.
they soft?
Oh,
They are soft.
Oh, okay.
You keep
Chocolate?
them around for a little while, they get hard.
They're softer than Ben.
Holden, what do you
That
think?
was dirty, man.
It's not right. Mean as shit. That's
What are
the
you
meanest
talking about?
fucking thing I've
What do you
heard.
mean?
you
He's
say.
cuddly.
You're a bully, Ed. You're a mean bully. Yeah.
Thank you, Holden.
You're one of
you
those
so
half
much.
bullies. You're like, come on, man, it's just a joke. I'm being nice.
Half bully I could take.
I feel like you're, I mean, my feelings are hurt.
You're soft, though.
I have no muscle. Is that what you're saying?
You have lots of muscles.
No, I don't have any muscle, but that's okay because muscle weighs more than fat. That's why I weigh less.
You were third in state.
At wrestling. Yes, I was very good, Louis. Louis, did you play any sports in high school?
No, I was in marching band.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I used to be all about those softer cookies, but you know what's good is Tate's. Those Tate's ones that are crunchy, but they're fucking delicious. Do you know those cookies?
Yeah,
don't
they're
know
all
the
right.
Tate.
You put them in some milk. They're all right.
Fucking good as fuck. I respect this cookie. This guy needs to get a deal like with his own brand of cookies now.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
the Robert cookies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Robert
why
cookies.
not? If you're robbing a restaurant, get a little bit of food, right?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, because, cookies, they're ready-made. You can just pop it in there. It's not like an apple pie where you got to wait for them to fucking heat it up and all that shit. On the go. And he also, it's like the Sticky Bandits. He obviously is a bit of a romantic, and he needs to have his little check mark on it, his little signature.
What city was it?
Houston.
Man, they robbed over 30 restaurants. It took them that long to arrest him.
Yeah, 33.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's actually amazing considering the surveillance that we live under and constant, camera.
Yeah, 33 over
cameras all around.
the course of 2 months. His name was Eugene Bradshaw, 24, and he had an accomplice, Christy George, who was 34.
She probably liked the cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, she probably
right.
get me a cookie while you're at it.
Right.
That was her.
I don't want the money. Just give me a cookie.
Just give me a cookie. But we can buy cookies. No, I like that. I like it. Stolen cookies.
A Spunkmeyer. Yeah. Maria, what sweet would you steal?
I mean, cookies are pretty good. Ice cream.
Yeah.
I like any kind of sweet, really. Candy. Let's
Go
do
to a
it.
Cold. I'll rob a Cold Stone.
Oh, I'll go with you. I'll
don't
be your
like that.
Christy.
What do you mean you don't like it?
I don't like Cold Stone.
What do you mean you don't like
I
Cold
don't
Stone?
like.
Cold
Oh, I
Stone's
gotta
great.
make up my own flavors. I gotta decide what goes in the shit. Tell me what the flavors are and just have them ready. I don't like all that shit. I don't fucking like it.
I get behind that. I hate anything where you gotta
Taint
walk into a place
misbehaving.
and do.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
thought you made ice cream. So why am I here telling you how to make ice cream?
No, they're not telling you. You don't tell them how to make the ice cream. The ice cream already exists. You tell them what to put in. You want gummy bears? You
don't
want
like any of
something
that
kind of
shit.
fun?
Big fan
I don't
of
like that hot pot shit they're making me cook in the Chinese restaurant. I don't like any of that stuff.
You're not
you
cooking,
tell
they're
me
cooking.
what the thing is, and I'll eat it, and that's it. I don't want it.
People live for that shit, man. That's all they got. You go to Mongolian barbecue?
Fuck that.
I remember we used to go to fucking BD's Mongolian barbecue on Fridays.
Mongolian's good. But
What the hell
they
is-
cook that for you, and you can kind of decide your flavors and stuff like that. I'm
What's-
talking about the one where you're like basically making up a recipe, like you're a chef.
Korean
Fuck that.
barbecue. That's what you're thinking of.
No, I like the
He's
kind where
talking
they
about Cold
come.
Stone.
I'm not a big
I
fan
don't
of
like any of that
fondue
shit.
because you have to
Exactly.
wait forever.
Working.
And
I never
I'm just
had
ready
no
to eat
fondue.
it.
Fun dumped. Yeah.
Exactly.
And you're off the show holding
That
your fat.
was
I love
good.
fondue, the whole fucking thing.
That shit funny.
That's not funny.
That's what we need, Ben. We need more of that shit.
Why does heaven have such good Wi-Fi?
Why?
Surrounded by clouds or something.
I disagree with Eddie. I'm quite fucking fond of it. You piece of shit.
That's a
You
funny
see
joke.
what he did?
I hope your whole family gets murdered, Ed.
What the hell is Mongolian
The
barbecue?
dome. He didn't write that shit.
He wrote it.
He freestyling, man.
I hope a man sneaks in the night and kills everyone you love, Ed.
Wouldn't take long.
Yeah. Okay, what's Mongolian barbecue?
It's like they got a bunch of like freeze-dried meats. It's like a wok. You pick a bunch of things and they throw it all in a wok and they cook it up for you.
I see.
What do you think about at Cold Stone them singing when you tip them?
It aggravates me.
I won't even go in there, man. I won't fuck with Cold Stone. I don't like it, man. I'm telling you, I'm not serious. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Cheesecake ice cream.
Oh, they gotta watch them. You gotta mash it up.
It's
Get
not
outta
like,
here.
yeah,
You
it's
don't have
like
time for that shit.
you don't walk into chair store and say, "Oh, back goes there, seat goes there, arms goes there."
Thank you.
I don't think anyone has ever walked into a chair store because we don't.
Chair up. Bowery.
I guarantee you there's a chair store somewhere.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Really
I love
is.
it. Chair up, man. It's on Bowery. It's good
Chair
chair.
Hey, cheers, everybody.
You go to charity.
Charity, cherries and pie.
God damn.
You get
that's
pie
a good
and
idea.
Cherry
chair.
pie, yeah.
Yeah, chair. On fucking 50th and fucking Block Street.
Burn it down.
Chair,
That's
chair,
fucking
chair.
dope.
That's a good name.
Sunny
for a
and chair.
Hell yeah,
See,
man.
that's what I'm talking about.
God damn, Ed. You fucking, you saved the show.
Hey, you've been saving the show since the fucking last time
We
I
were
called
about
you
to
a bullet.
fucking get canceled.
That's right. He's right.
And fucking saved the show. God
Ben
damn,
looks
man.
so upset right now.
No, Sonny was a great congressman. He was skiing and he ran into a tree and died.
That's a
sad.
bummer way to die. I can't
Yeah.
ski. I'm never skiing because of that shit. I
never did
fucking
it.
won't ski. Yeah, right? You don't ski, right?
I
Kevin?
never skied, man.
I'll never ski. And anybody out there who skis, go fucking jump off a cliff and stab yourself all the way down to the bottom because you're a gutless whiner.
Well, they're very brave people. They tend to be brave.
Man. They're brave.
They're
brave.
rich.
Literally ran 4 blocks today.
They're rich.
They got money.
And that's
Money
how
is
they
a
fucking got
requirement.
money. You know how much a ski costs? $22,000. That's for the left ski. The right ski's more expensive. You're all a bunch of humorless fucking.
There needs to be an underscore under this speech right now. This is like a motivational speech at a football game.
They walk in the room, they'll see a little boy, they'll think about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So people who ski are
Skidiots.
pedophiles?
Are
Rich pedophile.
thinking about it.
Snowboarders. What do you think about snowboarders?
Oh, too cool for school, brah. Why don't you go fucking get murdered in a creative way?
One time, I skied down a mountain backwards once.
How'd it go?
Whoa.
Good. I was like 10 and I accidentally got flipped around and I made it all the way down.
Amazing. I mean, I went skiing a couple of years back and I made a major mistake. I got stoned on top of the mountain.
Oh, that's good.
And then I fell my way down.
It's supposed to be
I
it's supposed
swear
to
to
be
God.
a victory.
That's
Yeah,
the
it was-
fun. That's fun. You don't know how to ski. So
I have no idea how to ski.
Oh,
And I went
okay,
down
yeah.
I went down the Black Hill,
What?
which was the most dangerous of all the hills. I
Wow.
was pizza in the whole thing, pizza
Oh,
slicing.
no.
Yeah, you
Man.
can't pizza slice.
I snowboard before I ski, man.
Really?
Snowboard. To get high and snowboard, if you know how to snowboard, that's the fucking best.
It sounds fun.
You're in a video
Yeah.
game.
I'll be out there doing all them fucking flips and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be wild, man. That's my life.
I go tubing.
Inner tube is
tube.
best.
Take that,
Well,
take
you
that
just
tube and go, man.
You just sit there.
Yeah, and just ride that shit. Fucking fly.
Are you talking about a river or on snow?
Either way,
A lazy river at a water
we used to
park.
do it. We used to tie a tube to the back of my buddy's jet boat.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
fucking-
awesome.
So my,
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I know, it's great.
Yeah, I grew up doing that.
We did another
Same.
thing we call boat dives, where you
What's
get it up to 40 miles an hour and just run off the back of it and skip along the water.
Oh my
Whoa.
That was a lot of
Wait, so
fun.
you can run on the water for a second?
No, I would like throw my head into it. I would like flip like a bunch of times and
That's
fucking,
awesome.
It was great.
My grandfather used to get really trashed and then try to water ski off of his pier. And it was the best thing in the world because then he would just be dragged behind a boat for like
Well, did he ever pull it off?
no. And he tried it like once a week.
Today's the day.
Drinking's a fun thing to do. Kev,
Well,
you
if-
were saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
You were about to say something.
No.
I was gonna say, if you read books, you live 1,000 lives.
That's not even, well, kind of true, actually.
It's
It is
very
kind of
true.
There you
If you
go.
read that many books.
Yeah, if you read that many books, 50. I'll live about 50 of them. But I'll tell you what, that's the way to live.
I enjoy
Because you'll
reading.
stay alive.
Ben, how many books have you read? I've read about, I'd say, between 10 and 15.
People who write books are people who don't understand how to communicate in a way that will better, that authors are idiots. Authors are
You're just discounting reading?
I'm discounting reading. I'm
Reading.
against reading. I am the only reason I read anything in high school or middle school was because I was offered pizza.
How many books?
How many books?
Yeah.
What's a book? How many tweets? Thousands. I have read thousands of tweets.
What's your favorite tweet that you've done?
Oh, my favorite tweet. Let's see.
Is it the Snooki one?
Well, what's the difference between a dumpster? Oh my God!
What's the difference between a dumpster and Snooki? There's an alive baby in the dumpster.
Back when Snooki was pregnant.
But now she's had 3 children, and I met her once. Nice.
So
gal.
now you'll never say it again.
Nice person.
There's an alive baby in the dumpster.
Yeah, as opposed to her womb, which is the premise. No, Confederacy of Dunces is my favorite book.
It's a great book.
I didn't ask what your favorite book was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting
How
numbers.
many books? How many McFoley books did I read? All of them.
3 books?
That's 3 books.
Have a nice day. One
I
of the
read
greatest
Rickles'
books of all
book, I
time.
read Dangerfield's book, and then I read a couple I was forced to read.
What books were you forced to read?
Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh, I did read that one.
Did you ever read
Hatchet.
Hammer of the Gods?
No.
Does anyone remember the Hardy Boys?
It's a Led Zeppelin book. I figured you might have read
It's a
it.
Led Zeppelin
no,
book?
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
you
I
said
did-
it like you thought it was like super like old school literature. Like,
Hey.
no, I don't read Hammer
I don't
of the
like
God.
No, it's about Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
would,
where the-
maybe one day.
It's
We'll
where the
never
fucking
know.
the girl with the shark story comes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah. So there. So
I know the story.
yeah. See.
Never read the book.
Yeah.
Hardy Boys.
I owned
I
a
didn't
lot
like
of them.
it.
I never read any of them.
They were
My
terrible.
mom used to force me to read that shit.
Yeah, my mother did too.
Yeah,
and at
she
the
used to
end of
buy
it,
them for me, and then I would just never read
Yeah.
them. I was like, I don't read this. And
She's
every
like-
Christmas, it'd be a fucking Hardy Boy book.
Yeah, always Hardy Boys. Like, oh, this shit is
She's like,
great.
You
It
have the
wasn't
whole
great.
collection.
This shit stank.
it sucked because the last page was always like there was an unknown relative who came and did the entire murder or something like that.
Yeah.
It was nonsense.
And they would
shitty
fucking
mystery.
stuff that shit in my book bag. It was all heavy because it was fucking. That's back before they had like soft.
I
Unfunny
agree.
It was
Scooby
hard.
Doo.
Yeah.
Unfunny Scooby Doo.
It really was. And Christian, I think it was Christian. I think the whole
funny.
thing with the Hardy Boys was Christian.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Fuck the Hardy Boys.
Anyway, I've read 398 books.
The Blue Eye. Really? That many?
Oh yeah, I love reading.
I used to read a bunch. I haven't read in forever, man. It's been years.
Oh, sometimes I put movies with
398.
subtitles. I put the
How do you know?
subtitles
You
on.
count them?
Oh yeah. I love reading.
Every time you put one down, you're like, all right, 366.
Yep.
Feeling pretty good.
I'm gonna start getting teardrop tattoos
He's lying.
for every
Dang.
book I've read.
I used to be constantly reading back in the day,
Yeah.
and since I moved to New York, it just you're busy, you don't
Never
read.
really.
But
I
the
read
last,
more when I moved here because I'm on the subway a lot.
But that's the thing. When I'm in the
I
subway, I feel like I'll just listen to music or like try to like
Music.
think of jokes and
Yeah,
shit.
that's true.
So I don't ever read anymore. But the last 2 things I tried to read was a book called Nigger by Randall Kennedy and The New Jim Crow. And I read like half
Yeah.
of
I
both
read
of
half
those things.
New Jim Crow. I
And
couldn't
yeah,
get through
it's
the whole
like
thing.
I want to be mad, but then I'm not that mad. I'm just trying to read. I'm like, yeah, but then
That
I
is
can't
what's
be mad
happening.
for 500 pages.
No, great
find-
documentary
That is a
about the. Documentaries are better than books now. That's what I believe. If you fully immerse yourself into, there's so many different ways to, absorb information. I think docs are great. The new Jim Crow, there's a great documentary on Netflix.
I mean, docs are great, but books, you're in there.
But
if you can read, but if you're a dumb.
I think the problem with
it's bad.
The problem with nonfiction books, though, is that they would make a better not a documentary or a magazine article. You got to put a whole book. It's like I get it. Then there's like 300 pages proving it. It's like, I just believe you. I believe you. You don't have to prove it to me.
The first 30 pages of New Jim Crow, like they just start repeating the same shit over and over.
And I'm gonna say,
the guy who heard what you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, but the thing about history is context.
But the man who wrote the book that Kevin read first before the New Jim Crow, which I literally cannot say, I'm thinking like maybe a title change just so I can buy it.
Yeah, you're not reading that one on the subway.
Did it have an asterisk?
I read that shit on the subway, and it was weird even for me. Imagine you, Nazi grandfather.
Leave him alone. He was a man of the
Your
world.
show's coming out, by the way.
What show?
The If They Won show is coming out.
Yeah, dude, that shit's weirding me out on the subway with the Statue of Liberty zig heiling me everywhere I go.
Imagine the high castle. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, that's.
It weirds me out a little.
I don't know why.
Setting.
I don't like it.
All right, now it's time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
Ben's into it.
Hey, happy holidays, everybody. Let's go to the Bone Zone with Holden, your Bone Lord. So when we start this segment, everything changes, light change. It's early holiday season. We're getting in there early. Marcus needs a Christmas decoration for his new house. He just bought at the end of the street. It costs billions of dollars. And he's got billions more to spend on this Christmas decoration.
And it's just one decoration?
And it's one decoration. You know what? I'm going to say holiday decoration because maybe somebody wants to put you in a Jew place or put a Jew thing on there.
Louis, is that okay?
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel better about that.
Also, real quick, I was actually really quickly thinking that maybe we should do Louis Katz's new album title as the segment. And if you did that, I think it should be Dr. Katz Complete Season 1.
People might find it on accident.
Dude, once I did a show. And this guy that was there, he thought I was Jonathan Katz. Oh my God! The show I did it there's a club in Pensacola that it's a sex club where they there's like a pit in the floor where people fuck or they sit and watch a comedy show while I was there. and he was so happy that he came to see Jonathan Katz. Afterwards, he was crying to me. He's like, "My wife left me. This is the only joy I've had since she left me. Thank you, Jonathan Katz." I couldn't tell him the truth. I was like, "You're welcome." So
oh my God, I love it. Good on you. So what is the segment? Is it the new album title?
You know what? I crushed so fucking hard with that maybe it will be that. It's Louis Katz's.
I already gave mine.
Oh, you already gave yours?
Yeah, Tame Misbehaving.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want to do, Marcus?
Let's do the Christmas decoration.
All right,
or the holiday decoration.
Christmas decoration. It's Santa Claus with his it's neon sign painting the whole front of your house. It's a neon sign of Santa Claus with his mouth open and penis is falling from the sky kind of into his mouth or whatever. It's one of those blinky ones. And it says like, "Merry Christmas, it's raining dicks."
All right, great.
Kevin?
All right.
Sounded like Marcus loved it.
Yeah, that is a good one, actually. You crush both of your segments, even the fake one.
I'm crushing it, everywhere I go, dude.
No, that's not.
Because you're so big. That's why
You're on top of the puns today, man.
Damn, Ed.
Ed's being a real
Save
mean.
the show, man.
Yep, save it.
I guess, all right, so for your holiday decorations. So my chick, she be making all this Mexican shit all the time. Mm-hmm. And, like, culturally, that's good for her, but I'm fucking tired of it. You know? I'm sick of eating all this fucking vegetarian Mexican bullshit.
Yeah,
I'd do what I do is I take all the bullshit she cooks and I just string it around your house, right? I'm talking about beans, sazon.
Sazon?
Corn?
Yeah, it's a seasoning. It's the type of seasoning you put on the rice, you know, but it glitters probably in the light. And I put that shit on your roof and some fucking tortillas and shit. And then all of a sudden, now you got some type of like weird ass like Mexican Christmas vibes or Hanukkah vibes or Kwanzaa vibes going on in your house, and at the same time you seem open-minded because it's Mexican.
Oh, very good, diverse. Feliz Navidad.
And a two birds, one stone entry.
So one
Two
man's
birds and about a dozen raccoons is what you can have at that fucking place.
one man's bullshit vegetarian Mexican food he's sick and tired of is another man's. Okay, this just on my roof.
Not bad. Louis, what do you got?
Well, I got this thing. This is a thing my mom has for Hanukkah. You got these like glasses you put on, and they got a film on it, and then you look at a light, and you see a 3D fucking dreidel flying in the sky. So I'm gonna trade out all your windows for that, and every time you look out, there's fucking 3D dreidels coming at you all over the place.
Amazing.
You know what? I love it. I love it.
Now, there was a man who tried to skip himself.
Who's that?
He almost did it.
He may or may not be wearing a sweater.
Colored sweater.
Right. Well,
Kevin hates.
He's asking that. He's like, "Does this come and come?" Because I want.
It's a very nice sweater, Ben. I enjoy the sweater.
thank you.
I
I
like
like
it.
the sweater too. Reminds me of cum.
Yeah.
We all know.
That's what I requested when I bought it at Banana Republic. Let's see. So it's a holiday decoration.
Anything you want, any holiday. It's a holiday decoration. Yeah.
That's nice.
Anything to put on a house.
Just a Jesus on a cross.
Jesus. Oh, then can we have like actual like blood stigmata, blood coming out
Get
of
you
it?
an actor.
Oh,
Get you 3 actors.
Oh yeah, no. I wasn't talking about like a
plastic thing.
Mexican fella.
We're going full Golgotha here.
on a cross.
Yeah, a Mexican man on a cross.
Yeah, and we'll pay him well.
They're easier to find in the winter because there's less grass to cut.
Well, that was racist, Ed.
So where do you find them, Ed?
Mexicans to
I would
safety.
think in the summer they would be easier to find because they're on the lawns.
No.
Guess what? This is
They're
America.
already working. They're very dedicated.
Mexicans aren't hard to find anywhere in America.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're really all over the
Yeah,
place.
you said Home Depot, but really they're Home Depot adjacent.
Yeah. You can't be on the lot. They'll be asked
not
to leave.
allowed. Trespassing.
Yes.
All right.
Home
So just
Depot
a
adjacent.
crucified human being.
That's like their location of their office on their business card. I'm not... Sorry,
Maria.
Okay, I would give you a banner, and it would say, "Happy Holidays," or as we say in Alabama, "Merry Christmas, Jews."
That's nice.
That's a lot of words, and I like to read.
That's what I heard. Or a live nativity scene.
Oh, so we hire more people.
Yeah.
We hire more American citizens.
Well, why don't we just combine forces?
Citizens.
Maria and I are combining forces.
We would do a whole play of Jesus' life on your
live 24/7.
Like 24/7. Like, so we're gonna need a lot of actors.
I'll be a Roman.
You'll be a Roman? So we'll give you a spear. You'll be the guy with the spear of destiny.
Yeah, sure.
Spear of
does it
Destiny?
glow? Yeah,
If you want.
Wait, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
crazy
you don't
shit
know
in the
about the
book.
spear of destiny?
Hell no, I don't know about the spear of destiny.
The spear of destiny is the spear that pierced Jesus' side
Stabbed his ass.
Stabbed. Well, it was an act of mercy, so he would die faster on the cross. And so they believed, some people believe, that he who owns and holds the spear of destiny is he that holds power above all other men. For example, Hitler was a big believer in the spear of destiny. If you would like to read the book, The Spear of Destiny
reading the
by
book.
Trevor Ravenscroft.
Okay, that book. All right.
Actually, I changed my mind from a Roman. I'm gonna dress up like a big Pac-Man and like chase them all around, try to eat them.
What? So what is that? Where the Ark of the Covenant? He was trying. Was that his spear of destiny? That's kind of a mixed religion metaphor.
They kind of the Ark of the Covenant was kind of taken from the occult belief of the Nazis. The Spear of Destiny was one of their big things.
Oh my God. Okay.
And is this what you're thinking during last podcast when I'm talking about Spear of Destiny?
No, I always
Okay,
listen.
Ed.
Where is he? Where is he?
Eddie, you have crushed it today.
Thank you.
And not in a physical way, like the joke that you brilliantly made against me.
All right.
You are
I'm very pro-Mexican.
Yes.
I'm very for Mexican. I want them to
Succeed, I think, is the word you're
Keep
looking
living.
for.
Yes.
Everyone's pro-Mexican. It's a very pro-Mexican podcast. We love the Mexican people.
In Mexico, corn is maize for all you Thanksgiving people coming up here.
You want a topic to think about at dinner? That's a good conversation starter.
Corn is maize.
God, I fucking hate corn tortillas, man. I'm sick of them.
What is wrong?
Flour tortillas are better.
No, I like corn.
Slaving over a stove for this man. He's just sitting there fucking resentful of all
I see her cooking with the corn tortillas, and I'm staring at him just fucking mad. I gotta eat that shit.
What message are we sending?
And to whom?
Oh, man. I like good old white Taco Bell.
Yeah.
We appropriated beautifully.
How's Taco Bell going, Holden?
You didn't answer the question, Ed.
You know,
I'm
I
curious.
went for a morning. I was there, and I haven't seen a thing. I got that check in the mail, baby. And that's why I'm driving a car.
You're driving a car?
Whose car are you driving?
Never. No way, man. They give me so little money.
What, you work
Eddie, the point is, I was in a Taco Bell commercial, Taco Bell Visa.
He got Holden got a
Pantsless
commercial,
groomsman.
but it was on the internet only.
An online Taco Bell commercial.
Maybe
They
will
have
be on
an
the internet
internet.
at some point
Yeah.
in the next
Pantsless
fucking
groomsman?
year. As a pantsless groomsman.
And he fought for a line and he got it.
Yep.
But
Hey,
who knows?
Kevin,
It might not make it.
Kevin, how's the TV show going?
Oh, it's going great. Good. You know what? Here's the crazy thing about making money. People just keep giving you money.
It's weird.
Yeah, they call
Just
me.
keep giving it.
And then eventually
Friday-
they start giving you free shit because you have
I'm
money.
sitting in the office. I'm working on the
So
thing they're
backwards.
giving me all the money for. And then they call me and they're like, hey, you want to do this commercial? Money.
That's awesome.
More of it. It's fucking
Man.
crazy. But this is one of my, I feel like I always quote this, and this is like 4 years ago, but it's something you said to me one time when me and Ben used to host that show at the DJ Academy.
Yeah.
And I was like drunk as fuck, and we were like hanging out, and I was like, you're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't think I can hang out too much longer. You know, I've been kind of drunk. I should just go home. And you're just like, why? And I'm like, well, I got an audition tomorrow. I was like, for a commercial. So I'm like, I had an audition tomorrow. And you're like, an audition? And I was like, yeah. And you're just like, you won't get it. And you were right.
Only advice that matters. You never get it. No one gets it.
That's what I said?
All right. It's Satan Claus. He's fucking covered in horns. He's shooting an elf in the head. And he's fucking a deer.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going with Ben. I'm going with the Ben Maria combination. I'm going with the 24-hour live crucifixion / nativity scene.
He likes theater.
cameo.
What's that?
With a Pac-Man
With a
cameo.
Pac-Man cameo at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. every day.
Oh, amazing.
Except he gets every other Sunday off.
Yeah.
Not bad. All right, so that's been this roundtable. What a fun show it was. Louis, you got
Every time you say something genuine, it just sounds
Ben
like
Sarity, that's what it is.
so find your album on iTunes.
Yeah, my name is Louis. It's spelled funny, though, so it's LOUISKATZ. That's how you can find me.
Okay, great. And follow you on Twitter?
Everything.
At the
I have my own podcast, too.
what's it called?
Louis Katz Podcast.
So creative.
Yeah, brilliant guy. Listen to Louis Katz's podcast. Can I be on it?
Yeah, I would like to use this whole episode as just an episode of my podcast, so I don't have to record another one. If that's all right with you guys.
Why not? That's perfect. Put it on.
Yeah, put
Why
it
not?
on. Fine.
Thanks.
Episode.
Appreciate it.
I'll send you the edited version
Thank
so
you.
you don't have to do any work.
Oh, that'd be great.
Maria, what's up with you?
I'm on Twitter at Ria Wojo, RIAWOJO. And I have a blog called ilooklikeLauraDern.tumblr.com.
Oh, you do.
You do.
Where I dress up like her in poses.
God, I love it.
Have you done Jurassic Park?
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah,
good?
that's
You-
what started it
You
all.
got some good khaki shorts?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah. that's what
Very
started
What's
it.
the best Laura Dern movie, and what look do you like the most?
Oh, my favorite
man.
look of Laura Dern.
Do you know this one?
Yeah.
I know this one.
I'm a big fan of Wild at Heart.
That's what I was gonna
Where
say.
she's like throwing at like the ones where she's like a rough time.
I was going to say Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet's a great Laura Dern
Oh,
too.
yeah.
She's got some good faces in that. Citizen Ruth, I'm a big fan of because
Yeah.
she looks so like haggard.
You ever do Novocaine?
No, I haven't done that one yet.
You ever do Ladies and Gentlemen, the Fabulous Stains?
I have. That one was one of my favorites too.
So if you've never seen it, Ladies and Gentlemen, the Fabulous, it's a fucking amazing punk rock movie.
Huh. All
It's
right.
really good. Cool.
Had no idea. Laura Dern, very successful actress. Ed,
What's up?
you can be found on Twitter too.
At EddieTunes _. Also, Murder Fist show December 19th, the Christmas special. Come on out. 9:30 at the Pit. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. The Pit, 24th Street, right?
24th Street between Park and Lex.
Isn't that exciting?
123 East 24th. Easy to remember because it's just counting.
That's a good point, Eddie. Holden, Holden, we have to hear something positive.
Yeah.
What is it?
Life is a doable situation. Catcher 6945, hit me up on PlayStation Network. We could play a game, but you'll probably ask me for a shout out.
Did you ever get did you ever search Twitter?
Never started that Twitter. Julia
Lots
John
of people
69.
started Twitters in your honor, but you never did it.
I need to get on it. Julia John 69. I'm going to start that soon.
Someone I think did Julia John 69.
Really?
Holden, you should just get on Twitter. Kevin, your experience on Twitter, very good.
Very positive.
Yeah. Oh, and follow me on Spotify. I'm doing a project right now where I'm making a playlist for
It's
every
amazing.
single year from 1950 to 2015.
Oh, that's
That's great.
I'm up to 1980 right now, so there's 3 full decade playlists. Like they're all about like 300-400 songs each. So yeah,
Wow.
go follow me on Spotify.
Quick question.
He's quitting smoking.
No, yeah, I quit smoking, so I have to have the breaks that I used to take. I have to get some other obsessive activity. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And once I get to 2015, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know,
I've got a whole life to live after that.
You know what's a fun thing to do? I did this, I was like trashed New Year's like 2 years ago. You go on Twitter, you can search like some like fucking lame ass phrase or something. Like I searched like something like about being happy. Like it was like being in a relationship doesn't mean you're happy just as much as being single doesn't mean you're lonely. And I felt like it was probably a lot of people that said that exact thing because some bullshit high school girl on my timeline posted that. And I searched it. It was literally thousands. And I retweeted all of them. I spent hours at 4 in the morning retweeting these people. And people were upset.
All right, find Kevin on Twitter at Fatboy Barnett. I'm at Ben Kissel. Marcus, start smoking again.
No.
All right. That's it. I want Marcus to start smoking again.
Why?
Because
Fine, then you got to get fat again.
I am fat now.
No, you got to get 380.
Just because he's wearing big sweaters doesn't mean there's not a bunch of junk under
Get
there.
a new sweater. You lost the weight.
Goodbye, everybody.